I welcome you to all. I bow my head on the lotus feet of Bhagavan. In this video, I would like to explain about the properties of Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient. We know that correlation is nothing but the relationship between the two variables. Measures of correlation, various measures are there. One of the prominent and popularly used measure to know the relationship between the two variables is Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient. It is denoted as R. So let us see what are the properties. The first property, the correlation coefficient is independent of units of measurement. It will understood by taking one example. Suppose xi is taken as the weights, and yi it is taken as heights. So you know that the weights are measured in kilograms, the heights are measured in centimeters or inches. If you want to know the relationship between the weights and heights of a given data points, right? So you are getting maybe R equals to 0.89, which means that this is not dependent on units of either heights or weights. That's why we can say the Karl Pearson's correlation coefficient is independent of unit of measurement, or sometimes we call it as it is a pure number. It is a pure number. The second property, this is the first property. Second property, when x and y are independent, then R equals to 0. However, the converse is not true. So when x and y are independent, so for this, so we have R equals to covariance of xy by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So this is the formula. So where covariance of xy is represented in terms of expectations, that is nothing but expectation of xy by minus expectation of x into expectation of y. So x and y are independent. Independent means there is no any kind of relationship between x and y, right? So in such a case, expectation of xy equals to expectation of x into expectation of y, right? So now you substitute here expectation of xy equals to expectation of x into expectation of y. So this is expectation of x into expectation of y. This is 0. So now from this you can easily understood, if x and y are independent, the correlation coefficient between those two variables is 0, right? So now to prove to prove that the converse is not true, right? So let's consider x values as -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The y values are, this is nothing but 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, right? Here y is considered as 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, +1, +2, +3, +4, right? So now covariance of xy is nothing but, you know that how to calculate 1 by n summation xy minus x bar into y bar, So if you simplify xy is nothing but x into y, -4 into 4, -16, -3 into 3, -9, -2 into 2, -4, -1 into 1, -1, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. So summation xy value is 0. Similarly, summation xy equals to 0. What is the x bar value? X bar value is nothing but, so the sum of the values by n. Number of observations are 9. So this is also 0. So whatever it may, whenever x bar equals to 0, this equals to 0. Covariance of xy equals to 0. So whenever covariance of xy equals to 0, therefore r value equals to 0 by formula, right? But here if you observe that, here if you observe that one, y equals to modulus of x, right? So which means that there is a one kind of relationship. So hence converse is not true, right? So now by second property is if x and y are independent, the correlation coefficient is 0, but converse is not true. So third property, correlation coefficient lies between -1 and +1, which means that the range of the Karl-Pearson's correlation coefficient is ±1. So now prove how it is. So proof for this, that is, we have r equals to covariance of xy by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. This is the known formula, right? So where covariance of xy represent in expectation terms, that is nothing but expectation of x minus expectation of x into y minus expectation of y, right? So similarly, sigma x, that is the variance of x, can be represented as expectation of x minus expectation of x square, right? So and the variance of y is also denoted as expectation of y minus expectation of y whole square, right? So now you substitute this in the correlation coefficient formula. So therefore r square, this is nothing but the square, so this is nothing but expectation of x minus expectation of x into y minus expectation of y, the square, right, by so expectation of x minus expectation of x, right. So this is the square, expectation of y minus expectation of y square, right. So let u equals to here the square term, this is the r square, the square term is nothing but the total, the square. So here there is no confusion, the square is nothing but r square means covariance square by sigma square into sigma square y. So covariance of xy is nothing but expectation of x minus expectation of x into y minus expectation of y. This is the square. So this, let u equals to x minus expectation of x and v equals to y minus expectation of y, right. So let us assume u equals to this. So therefore r becomes, so expectation of uv whole square by, this is nothing but expectation of u square into expectation of v square. So am I correct? Expectation of u square into expectation of v square. So let us say equation 1. So by Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, expectation of uv expectation of uv square is always less than or equal to expectation of u square into expectation of v square, right. So what it tells, this is nothing but expectation of uv whole square by, or in other terms you can write expectation of uv whole square by expectation of u square into expectation of v square is less than or equal to 1, So now we can write the entire component is equals to 1. So therefore from equation 1, this is nothing but r square. So r square is less than or equal to 1. So this implies modulus of r is less than or equal to modulus of r equals to 1, right. So therefore r lies between -1 and +1, So from this hence correlation coefficient lies between +1 and -1, right. So the last property is, fourth property, correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. Independent of change of origin and scale, right? So let us see whether it is satisfied or not, right? So we have the formula, we have R equals to covariance of xy by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y, right? So now let consider u equals to x minus a by h, which means that change of origin you are subtracting from one constant, at the same time divide by h. So which means that the variable x is change of origin as well as scale. So that variable is known as u, right? So similarly v equals to y minus b by k. So let us do some simplifications, right? So from this x equals to a plus hu, that equals to y equals to b plus kv, right? So expectation of x equals to expectation of constant is constant plus this is h into expectation of u. Similarly, expectation of y is equals to b plus k into expectation of v, right? So now I do some more simplification, x minus expectation of x. So which means that x minus expectation of x, this will be cancelled, hu minus h into expectation of u, h is common, so u minus expectation of u, right? Similarly here also y minus expectation of y minus expectation of y, b cancel, kv minus k into expectation of v, k is common, v minus expectation of v, right? So now we are going for calculation of covariance and variance, right? So let covariance of xy, how can we are denoted? This is nothing but expectation of x minus expectation of x into y minus expectation of y minus expectation of y. So that is nothing but if you observe that one, so expectation of this value, x minus expectation of value is nothing but h into u minus expectation of u, this k into v minus expectation of v, right? So this is, I put a single bracket. So now you simplify, this is nothing but hk are the constants, so it come outside, expectation of u minus expectation of u into v minus expectation of v, right? So now you observe hk, this is nothing but expectation of u minus expectation of u into v minus expectation of v, means this is covariance of the variables u comma v, right? So now we have to find out the variance of x, right? So sigma square x, the variance of x equals to, you know that in expectation terms, expectation of x minus expectation of x whole square. So if you are expectation of x minus expectation of x value is nothing but h into u minus expectation of u minus expectation of u. This is the square. So this maybe you are getting, you simplify this one, you are getting expectation of h square u minus expectation of u the square. Am I correct? So if you are, h square is the constant term, so h square into expectation of u minus expectation of u whole square. So now from this, if you observe, this is h square into expectation of u minus expectation of u whole square is nothing but this is the variance of u. This is variance of variable u, right? So similarly, so I have to do here. So variance of y equals to expectation of y minus expectation of y whole square. So if you are substitute y minus expectation of y is nothing but k into v minus expectation of v whole square. So this is k square expectation of v minus expectation of v whole square. So you are getting k square. This is nothing but the variance of variable v. So variance of variable v. So therefore r equals to rxy. Rxy means the correlation coefficient between xy, the variable x and y, is equals to covariance of xy by the standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So covariance of xy, what you are getting, hk into covariance of uv by the standard deviation of x, the square of this one, that's why h into sigma u, k into sigma v. So if you are substitute, this is nothing but covariance of uv by standard deviation of u into standard deviation of v. This is nothing but the correlation coefficient between u and v. So now you are taking correlation coefficient between x and y is equals to correlation coefficient between u and v. So that's why here the change of origin as well as the scale does not altered on the correlation coefficient. Hence correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. Right? So now I summarize this video. Here you have to learn what do you mean by correlation. One of the prominent measure to know the relationship between the two variables is Carl-Pearson's correlation coefficient. The properties are, the first property is correlation coefficient is a pure number. Second one is if two variables are independent, the correlation coefficient between them is 0, but converse is not true. The third property is the correlation coefficient lies between -1 and +1. Fourth property is correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin as well as scale. So thank you for watching this video. Nice day.